Yeah, Mama said there'll be days just like this. And as the room fill up, be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit the like, share this content, let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys, Sports Talk, and beyond. We're going to talk about various topics today, but we want to know who are the elites? Come on. Yup. Come on. Stand to your feet, baby. One way or another. Coming to you live from Law Nation Studios. Are you not entertained, baby?
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Come on. Hey. Ho. 5, 4. Hey, hey. There we go. Fill on up, baby. Hey.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
If you don't like this station or nation, now is 5, 4, 3, 2. Boy, it feel better when you get your hair cut. Watch this. Come on. What's good? That's good. John Claude Van Damme might look good, baby. Y'all know how this goes. Come on, baby. Appreciate y'all, man. All right. Just do a little extra, you know. I was looking bombish this morning, but we sure had to get the line up and everything and get the beard all trimmed up. And yes, indeed, you know, you feel good. And when you feel good, you podcast good and all of that good stuff. But we going to talk about the elites, man. Like, who are the elites, by the way? I need to know. I want to know. I got to know. You know, I need to know, ladies and gentlemen. Like, that been the conversation lately. Like, and who are the good teams, right? So when we play and start doing this type of thing, so next year in 2024, we would just say, hey, man, I know we can't control the schedule, but can we only play the good teams? We don't want to play the bad teams. Can we just play the good teams? We don't have to play all of the other teams. Those games don't matter. Those games don't count. Those games, hey, you know, it's one of those things. Yeah, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Cowboy Nation, I'm just trying to figure things out. Like, who determines whether or not a team is good, bad? You know, because for example, let me just use this for example. I think for the start of the season, the Rams had one of the hardest schedules. They had to play the 49ers. They had to play Cincinnati. They had to play us, right? So they had to play the Eagles, right? That's a tough schedule. So when it got down to playing us, they're a bad team, right? So who determines that? You know, I need to know. I want to know. So what determines a team whether or not they're good or bad? Is it health? Is it the type and brand of caliber of quarterback? Like for example, is Cincinnati now considered a terrible team because they're technically not in the playoff runnings now? And especially Joe Burrows, who's an elite quarterback, whoever crowned him to be elite, he lost to a rookie. He lost to CJ and them, right? He lost to the Texans. So should he be hit up with the, hey man, Joe Burrow, hey man, you good and all, but you can't beat the doggone Texans, right? Or for example, Joshua Allen. You know, the man can walk on water, can do no harm. Yeah, man, everybody on the 4-ladder, the 3-ladder network can allow him to lay in the bed with their wife, and they will think, hey, lady, why you didn't serve him up better? You know, because he can do no wrong. Didn't he just lose, dare I say, to the Broncos? Are the Broncos a good team? Are the Broncos a great team? Because what I'm looking at, the Broncos did beat the doggone Bills, and also they did beat the Chiefs. So are they considered a great team, you know? Or they don't count. Those games don't count. This is the funniest thing of it all, you know. This is the funny thing of all. Yeah, Jay Versi. So CJ beat Burrows and Lawrence, so he's elite. CJ elite. He don't have to play no more games in his career. You might as well give CJ Stroud the gold jacket. Why? Because he beat those two guys. He beat those two. So we trying to figure this out, like who determines whether or not a team is good, bad, ugly, happy, or sad? You know, who determines all of those things? I'm just trying to come at you guys with this particular logic of thinking. So here's what I want to say here too. So there's a quarterback that wears 4 on his chest over here in Cowboys land. So the statement is that Dak Prescott can only beat the bad teams. Well, what the hell happened in week 3? What happened in week 3? Why he couldn't beat that team? So technically, on another world or another map, the Cards are a good team or a great team because he couldn't beat them. So which one is it, right? Which one is it? I need to know. I want to know. So if this game didn't mean nothing, we should have lost this game because it didn't mean nothing. The Giants game didn't mean anything. It was a game that shouldn't count. Technically, right? I can't make this stuff up. So I believe that you guys would prefer us to lose last week because the game didn't mean anything. But the Cardinals game did. I need to figure out y'all logic. You know what I'm saying? I need to figure out where do you guys, y'all must have skipped classes, you know, during school sessions. I need to start pulling people resumes and seeing what they do for a living, you know, because I need to figure out. So last week game didn't matter, didn't count, but week 3 did. Come on. I need to figure that out. Can somebody raise me and challenge me on that? You know, I need to know. And who is considered elite? Who is considered elite for today? You're right. Because how many elite quarterbacks are there? Who are the elite ones? You know, who are the teams that we can sit back and say, that's an elite team. That's a team that got no issues, no flaws. They're going to be able to walk on water with grace and mercy. They can get everything going for them. I need to know. I need to figure this out, baby. Hey. Some teams figure things out and they make the necessary adjustments. Some teams don't. But heavy is the crown, I guess, you know. But to everyone's, I guess, knowledge of this, right, is that the Cowboys are the only team that we can't win by a few points, right? For example, we don't know who the Chargers are. Because they wet the bed, all win against the Chargers diminish, right? So if the Chargers took care of business after we done beat them, then maybe they would have been considered a good team or a great team. But since the Chargers been losing majority of their games since they played us by 3 points, then the Chargers are a terrible team, and we somehow by chance won that game, which don't count as well, according to everybody that's been saying that the Cowboys don't play anybody, right? It's like it's our fault. It's literally our fault, right? But it is what it is. All right. So who are the elite ones? Who are the, put it like this. I'm saying all of this, and my criteria is different from someone else's criteria. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, and I said this for 2 years straight, I consider Dak Prescott a great quarterback. I didn't even put him in the elite status. But somehow Law Nation is over here. Hey, I'm the Dak Prescott apologist. You know, I've been saying to me in Boss Cowboys Sports, we jump live. Boss got him as an elite quarterback. Remember, Boss had him at the start of the season for the Dallas Cowboys to go ahead and pony up and pay up. I'm sitting back saying, yeah, I look at Dak Prescott. He can win us games. He can put us in favorable conditions in situations. And on top of that, I consider him above average. And I got him above that part, and I got him right there above great. So he's right there great. He's not elite in my opinion. But who are the elite ones? I need to know because the rule keep moving, right? You know, at the start of the year, I did say this, and I'm on record. Y'all can go all the way back. And I said that, man, looking at the landscape of everything, especially since Aaron Rodgers no longer in NFC, I got Dak Prescott. As the best quarterback in the NFC. I got him as the best quarterback in the NFC. But somehow, you know, those things go over people's head. Jay Diz says every NFL team has a flaw. Every team. Yeah, appreciate you, Jay. You're right. You know, everybody, a.k.a. Keyshawn Johnson. Turnover problem. I feel you, JT. Mark Holmes, appreciate him. 97 turnovers, 87 games for Joshua Elite Allen. You know, he's elite. Joe Burrow's elite. What's his name? Justin J. Herb. He's elite, right? All of those guys. DeAndre Watson. Everybody elite, but nobody can be elite in Dallas land, right? And the craziest thing of it all, if we were to put the numbers side by side, if we even go back to the 90s, and we put Troy Aikman numbers comparable to a John Elway or a Jim Kelly, those numbers as far as the regular season won't even be comparison, and it won't be able to do any comparisons analysis to it. Why? Because Troy numbers never had those type of numbers or what John Elway and Jim Kelly was doing. But when we got to the playoff time, yes, we had some teams that would allow us to not even pay that much attention to the quarterback. And when I say this, when you win, the quarterback going to get all of the glory anyway. I don't give a dog's hair about Dak Prescott being elite or not. Those been the conversational pool since the beginning of time. Since the beginning of time, even with the Cowboys. Always been quarterback controversy. Always been, hey, this guy can't get it done by himself. Newsflash, there's not a quarterback in the National Football League that can get it done by himself. Yeah, Justin Herbert. Yeah. He's elite too, huh? Yes, indeed. Dobb is not elite. Yeah. Patty Magic. Okay, I see you, Jeremy X. He says, is the only quarterback legitimately be considered elite. Can Pat Mahomes win in every system? Will Pat Mahomes be elite if you just pick him up and throw him in on the Panthers? You pick him up and you throw him on the Saints. You pick him up and throw him just anywhere. You put him on any. I think that, and don't shank me with the butter knife. Don't shank me with it. Put that knife down. I got a point here. It takes a complete team. You can have moments within a situation of a game, and you'll say, damn, that dude right there, shoo. My guy Andy Reid had Donovan McNabb looking elite. He took Donovan McNabb to the Super Bowl, although they didn't win it. Andy Reid. And I'm not saying that Pat Mahomes is a product of Andy Reid, by the way, but it's for sure a damn good system to be in. Opposed to if you had Pat Mahomes with Jason Garrett or someone like that. And I'm not discounting or taking away. But we seen that Super Bowl where Pat Mahomes had no help up front. That offensive line when it was in shambles. He couldn't throw the ball to me, to this camera. And that's an elite Pat Mahomes. But I thought, hey, Law, I thought he'd get it done. He didn't need no offensive line. He's Pat Mahomes. Put it like this. It's the craziest thing that a lot of people leave out. The 2 Super Bowls that he did absolutely lifted up that Lombardi trophy. What did the running back do? I need to know. What did the running backs do? Moments, situations. Now, I'm not taking it away from them because I know a third of the people that's watching right now will give away their spleen right now for Pat Mahomes. Yeah, I don't need no spleen. I can live without it. Doctor said I'll be okay. Hey, you want my gallbladder too? You know, people will give away some stuff to get Pat Mahomes right now. But we seen Pat Mahomes not being on the money at times, and that goes for everything. What did McNabb look like without Andy Reid, JT? What did he look like? I know he was long in the tooth, but he didn't look that good. But what I've said is that certain systems do help said players. It do. But neither here nor there. Speaking of systems, we were talking about this quarterback before he made it to Denver, and his name is Russell Wilson. In the Seattle Seahawks system, Russell did no wrong, right? He was 1-2 step. He wasn't even considered Sierra's just, oh, that's Sierra husband right there. He was Russell Wilson. Let Russ cook. Russ get picked up, go to a different team with better weapons, more and more weapons around him. More and more opportunities, a better offensive line, a better outside wide receiver, a better running back, and all of those good stuff. And he just now turning it around these last 2 games. And technically, he's been in and out of games or what have you. But we can even argue that his last game wasn't even really that good. So what happened to his eliteness? Did he just went away? What happened to it? I need to know. Somebody tell me what happened. Is he no longer elite because of the system that is no longer benefiting from him, or the beneficent of the system being a beneficiary? That's a better way to say it. Is not valid anymore, so now he's trash. Sanchez, appreciate you. Pat Mahomes looked real suspect without his tight end. Every quarterback has to have good pieces around him. I don't give a damn how elite you think they are. Ooh, we dirty. Need to talk nice to him, huh? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Hey, oh my goodness. All right, so Common Sense Lab, he got a great point right here. Elite, elevate levels in timely environments, okay? No one or team is elite but the moments. They elevate themselves and teammates. Got nothing to argue with about that, right? I got no arguments about that. Yes, indeed. Seize everything. Yes, indeed. Like the seize candy. Yeah. Let's listen to my guy right here.
I think that Dak Prescott should be in the MVP conversation. If you're looking at numbers, what he's able to do, his efficiency and things like that, Dak Prescott is playing at elite level. I think he needs to be talked about more. Not less, and not in a downwards way. He is playing at an elite level, and we should open our eyes.
Do y'all agree? Do y'all agree with Michael Parsons? Do y'all agree with that kid? You know, or somebody said, "Hey, Parsons, can you hush for a little bit, man?" Parsons, podcast Parsons. Can you simmer down just a little bit? Who disagree with Michael Parsons right now? All right, let's listen to more. Come on, computer. No, it won't give me the spin and Ronnie.
Open your eyes. People.
There we go.
Dak Prescott should be in the MVP conversation, and I think he will prove that leading out to the end of this year, and winning some big games and leading us to the playoffs.
Now, granted, let me see. We do have a schedule deal here. Let me see if I can pull it up on my Twitter. I'm going to see if I can go all the way down. Appreciate everybody. And we're going to talk about I'm going to somehow figure out a way to segue over to LVE. I want to talk about that. That's in my title there. Let me stroll all the way down because I think Michael Parsons did say this right before this game. And of course, this game that we played against wasn't against a team that everybody said, oh, man, the doggone Giants are feared. You should fear the Giants. Nobody feared the little Giants, right? All right, so we do have a stretch of games. So to prove Parsons' theory right here, all of these are must-win games, by the way. It's the Dallas Cowboys. It's the end of the world when we lose. It's gnashing of teeth. It's crying. It's burning jerseys, even in week 3 when we lose, right? So, or week 5 or week 9. It's just like that. It's that type of energy over here in Cowboys land, right? So we got Panthers, Washington, right? And then we got Seattle, Eagles. And then we go on the road, Bills, Dolphins, and then we go back home at the crib versus the Lions. And on top of that, then we have our last game of the season in Washington. So when I look at their schedule right there, what team should we sit back and say, all right, hey, that's the team that we must win at all costs? All 8 of these games are important, by the way, because that's just how the flow goes. So the Cowboys have a 12-game win streak at the crib. The absolute flavor in favor of this particular stretch, believe it or not, like Ripley's, we got a home game at Washington. Thanksgiving Day. I encourage you guys, just because it's the Cowboys, just go ahead and still eat before the game. That's just my ritual. You know what I'm saying? We got another home game. Boy, we don't have to leave the state of Texas, right? Against the Seattle Sea Chickens, okay? And I still can't stand those boys, right? For what they did to my quarterback way back in 2016 in a preseason game. But that's a whole nother storyline and conversation. I can't stand those particular birds. And then they got us feasting off of another bird, right? The doggone Philadelphia Eagles. 3 home games in a row. Now, we've been averaging, somebody can put that down. Somebody can put that down. We average about winning games at home about around 17 to 18, maybe 20 points at the crib. At the crib, we play good at the crib, y'all. So do we discount those games? Because I can see the narrative already. Hey, man, the Cowboys, yeah, they play good, but that's only at the crib, man. On the road, they sus. You know, on the road, they terrible, you know. So is that going to be the new narrative? Because there's always a narrative. There's always, it don't matter who the team is, there's always a negative connotation with the Cowboys. You can book it. They going to figure out ways to make them corns and talk about the Cowboys, right? I saw a little quick punchline from the network, Stephen A. Smith, right? Talking about, is Dak Prescott the greatest quarterback of all time for the Silver and Blue? Ain't nobody been talking about that. They conjuring up those type of storylines for clickbait so that they can divide this particular organization and franchise. We already divided. I got people that will hit us up in the chat line even after every win. They didn't look how many games we won this year? 6. The people that hit me up that say that they are Cowboy fans had more conversations on the 3 losses opposed to the 6 wins that we win. So when we win, they pissed off, they angry. And I'm sitting here, I can't even rationalize it because they got silver and blue on, star on the side of the helmet, and they sitting there saying, hey, man, Cowboys, oh, man, we complain about the wins. We are the only franchise, I believe, in the hearts of hearts. We are the only organization with fans that cry after we win. There's no other franchise that do that. None. We are the only ones that will sit back and complain about having a full course meal at the crib, right? Roof over your head. Man, let me know one doggone fan. Let me know the fan base so I can just jump into their chat after a win and be sitting there saying, hey, but look at this. Law, look at it. Where my guy at? Look. Law. Name me one.
Law.
Man, y'all will whine and cry about a win. We'll blow a team off by 20, 30 points, and y'all will still be. What they do that at, y'all? And I would understand. I would literally understand if it was just one or two person of people. It's about 15 to 100 folks complaining, crying, saying we don't do anything good against a good team. Hey, technically, these teams right here, after every win, they should be bitching and moaning too. They should be sitting there saying, hey, man, we haven't got it done in 28 years. Oh, my goodness, we haven't got it done. We changed our names 3 or 4 times. We the Washington team. We didn't do anything in 31 years. This other organization didn't do it in 37 years. Look, this team right here didn't do it in 39 years. They win a game, and they smoking cigars. Cigars. We got a guy named Eastside Harold. That team never hit. That team is technically a virgin. And they get around and he makes all types of love. He jump over here to tell us how much he love his team. I don't hear no bitching and moaning from everybody else, but everybody else over here in Cowboy land, we win. It's the end of the world. I can't take this no more, Lord. We only beat the bad teams, Lord. What, you want us to lose? Man, God dog, I look, it's just what it is. We can't support this team, and then y'all don't know that these players, they do listening to us. But everywhere they go, every corner they go, every little city they go, we see the same complaining Cowboy fan talking about what Joe didn't do 2 years ago, or what John didn't do 10 years ago. I can't make this stuff up. Y'all are a bunch of babies over here. Y'all cry about everything. I put out a video showing y'all, hey, what a great play by CeeDee Lamb. Oh, man, he can do that against the washed up Giants fans. Bull sugar. Didn't he do that last week against the Eagles? Did he do it last week against the Eagles? I can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all would discredit y'all own fans would discredit their own player because of some stuff that happened before CeeDee Lamb got here, because of some stuff that happened before Micah Parsons got here. We don't make our schedules. We don't. Listen to these fools right here. I got a commercial. Hold on.
Photo enhancing is a tedious and long journey. Trapped in searching.
There we go.
Change my list.
I can't take you serious. You gonna put a guy over a 2-time league MVP, a 2-time Super Bowl MVP, and a guy that's never won the award, and you gonna put him in front of him? How can I take your list serious?
Okay, Patrick Mahomes here. Patrick Mahomes.
I want it now.
Here.
I don't even want to listen to your list. You know what they say in Japan? When somebody dishonor someone in the family, they turn their back on.
Well, yeah. We got to turn their back on. Hold on, let me fast forward just a little bit more. I want to get to the sauce.
Yeah, I don't even know 19,000 people.
Oh, so I just want to know. Okay, here's the thing. We got a poll up. We want to know which is more inconsistent: Anthony Davis, Lamar Jackson,
Anthony Davis,
McDonald's ice cream machine, or Dak Prescott.
That's a good one.
Ice cream
I didn't
machine.
want to know. That was the people. The people wanted the poll. The people say give us a poll. Let us pick.
You want to know what the most inconsistent was out of all those? McDonald's ice cream machine being broken.
Hey, technically, to be fair to McDonald's ice cream machine, it's not inconsistent. It's consistent. That McDonald's ice cream machine. Hey, on some soft serve. What? Oh, that thing ain't working there, y'all. You can go down to the other one. You know, they say that they working. You get there. Hey, it's working, but it's not full. It's not fully operational. It come out like milk.
That's a fact.
We're gonna let the people decide. I ain't let you decide. You can't.
Nah, don't let the people decide.
Yeah, we gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
They know it's the ice cream machine. They know it is.
No, it's not.
I got some more points, man. Y'all just bear with me, boy, baby.
It's not inconsistent.
It's not for you to decide.
Hold on, let me fast forward a
You're
little
not
bit.
a caller.
Give me
the poll. Give me the poll. Give me the poll. If that, you know what? This is what we do. We put it to the. No. Stop it.
No, because people don't even like the Cowboys. They're not gonna be fair. They're not gonna be fair. They hating because it's the Cowboys.
Hey, Liberty City. Did y'all have FFA in Liberty City? Future Farmers of America.
FAA.
Yeah, FFA, Future Farmers of America. Because I go to the fair, the fair, we had a cow show, goat.
Hold on.
Hey, listen,
but he's not.
Hold on. Let me tell you something. CeeDee Lamb, the last 3 games, who's the one throwing him the ball?
Dak.
Who's the one throwing him the ball?
Yeah, hey, did y'all see how quiet? Ooh, look. Ocho Cinco got him in a body bag right here. Oh, my goodness. All right. You don't get those type of numbers that CeeDee Lamb is getting if your quarterback ain't good. You just don't get those type of numbers, baby. You don't. It's a relationship situation. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. It is. You don't get those type of numbers. Let me say again, if your quarterback ain't good. On top of that, there's not a situation where the Cowboys schedule that you will have 3 or 4 consecutive games of bad teams, basically. Technically, just look at the teams that Dak Prescott had to throw up against, right? On top of that, you're not going to go through a stretch that everybody, CeeDee Lamb is just lining up against high schoolers, right, to get that. If that was the case in the scenario, it wouldn't have been a record. That would have been the average of some. That would have been the norm. Oh, my goodness. My Chad Ochocinco, boy, he put that man in the blender.
James, who's the one throwing him the ball?
That's how quiet he get.
Dak.
Who's the one throwing him the ball?
So that's what we basing it on?
I'm just asking the question. Who's
who's throwing the ball? Dak. The same one that's been throwing him the ball that when he went out in the first round. That same guy throwing the ball that turned the ball over. That same guy?
Wait. He's the only person turning the ball over?
No, we ain't talking about him.
I got him again. Oh, he got him again. Because here's the thing. I thought the team's supposed to show up. I thought the team's supposed to force turnovers and takeaways. And the whole notion of MVP means that most valuable player. So if you're not that guy, most valuable players, and people saying that this is Dak Prescott's 8th season with the Dallas Cowboys. So let me know this. Through the 8 years Dak Prescott been here, when have we not been in contentions of at least getting to the playoffs? When? Write them down and let me know of the course of those years, what happened within the confines of those years. Did the most valuable player get hurt? Did he finish out the season? Name them. How many losing seasons do we have with that dude named Rayne Dakota Prescott? And what is the definition of a most valuable player? Meaning that if you're not valued, if you don't have that valuability, I can deal and do without you. I can win games without you. I can figure out ways to continue to do what we did with or without you when you're not valuable. I need to figure out, because the only time that Dak Prescott didn't finish the season in 2020, what happened? Where did we finish? In offense, by the way, because I'm looking at it from an offensive perspective. Team, yes, together, write this down, together everyone achieves more. That's what a team is. When people say that he's the reason why we lost against the 49ers, how many scooping scores we had, how many turnovers we had, how many forced tackles for losses did we had against the 49ers? Who stood up real big in that moment in that particular game? For damn sure, you can say the quarterback didn't. But I'm looking at Joe Burrows, and I'm looking at what he did when he got a chance to make it all the way to the Super Bowl. I'm looking at a game where they had 3 or 4 interceptions. The defense forced those things. I'm looking at a game whereas the kicker, oh my goodness, right through the uprights. All of those accolades and awards goes to the quarterback at the end of the day. And I'm not taking away from Joe Burrows, by the way. I think he's a real good quarterback. But I'm looking at even last year's game. The Cincinnati Bengals versus the Ravens. They had their backup quarterback in that game. Get it all the way to the one. A guy by the name of Sam Herbert. Forced a fumble. Ran it all the way back. Let me know who won that game, by the way. And who got the credit. People don't even remember Sam, but they for damn sure remember, hey, Joe Burrow got him another playoff win.
But you said that.
Turn the ball over.
You said you're not seeing what you want to do.
I mean, no. But you use it. You talk about people turning the ball over like other people don't turn the ball over.
You said you. I think. Are we talking about Dak or are we talking about somebody else? Now you want to bring somebody else in the equation.
You're using examples. You using an example about Dak turning the ball over when everybody else did. Didn't you just talk about Lamar turning the ball over? Didn't Deshaun Watson turn the ball over? Didn't Joe Burrow turn the ball over today? I mean, what are you saying? That does not make it.
Is Dak elite? 75% says no.
See, that's 75. That 75% is a goddamn lie, and they don't like American team.
That's 3,000. That's 3,000 people. We got 3,000 votes.
They just don't like the Cowboys.
I started to put yes.
All right, that was a good segment there. And we're going to segue through this thing. I appreciate everybody for tuning in to the nation. I really appreciate you guys so much for what y'all do for the nation. And let me know this too, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm all open. I'm open-minded for this too. List me this year's elite quarterback. List me this year's elite quarterback. And the only person that we can sit back and say who played qualified teams, who won against those particular teams, is CJ. CJ, I give you that because he played against some good teams. But let me know. I want to go down the list and see who they played. I'm looking at them, reading y'all comments. I need to know. I need to figure it out. Appreciate everybody who's tuning in. Trevor Stoke, appreciate you. Dak is elite. This is from the Lord. Appreciate you. None. Now, Keith Bruce says none. CJ the only one. CJ the only one, huh? Herb says Dak is elite. Yep. Dak is elite. Boy, we rolling today, baby. Ooh, we are rolling. We are rolling. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to the nation. Yes, indeed.
By more yards than any team has been outgained by in 44 years. Okay? I understand, and I said it on Friday, that the Cowboys, we were doing must win, and you guys called it no win. Yeah. Because if they lose, it's a disaster. If it's a close win, it's a disaster. And if they dominate a team by a yardage standpoint, the likes of which has not happened since the Carter administration, then all of a sudden, you know what? We got Bellinopoli out here and saying tomato can. All right, here's what I know. I know two things. One is
that boy cooking right there, y'all. That boy is cooking. Let's listen to him again.
In 44 years. Okay? I understand, and I said it on Friday, that the Cowboys, we were doing must win, and you guys called it no win. Yeah. Because if they lose, it's a disaster. If it's a close win, it's a disaster. And if they dominate a team by a yardage standpoint, the likes of which has not happened since the Carter administration, then all of a sudden, you know what? We got Bellinopoli out here and saying tomato can. All right, here's what I know. I know two things. One is they're 6-3. They're going to be 9-3 when they play Philly, and then when they play Philly, they start a stretch: Philly, Buffalo, Miami, Detroit. Those 4 games and finish the year with Washington. That will determine how seriously you guys take them going into the postseason. But I would imagine, even if they finish the year 13-4, you guys will still have understandably the but about the postseason. That's the team. Then there's Dak Prescott, who coming into the year, there was a referendum on him to show us you are who you'd been your whole career as opposed to last year. If I may, listen, Dak clearly had a terrible game aside in that Niners game. And that Niners team has been their bugaboo the last 3 years. I'm not denying it. Dak, can I show you his numbers outside of the Niners game?
Oh, my goodness. Let me see if I can get these numbers for y'all.
Not very good. he's been extraordinary. Now, we can't remove the Niners game when we talk about him for the season, but what we can say is, outside of that game, he has been the exact guy everyone asked him to be. So they can't pick the schedule, and the Giants are a divisional team. And one thing we've seen is even divisional tomato cans can sometimes cause hiccups for teams. Sure. The Patriots are a tomato can, but the Jets can't beat them. Like they're the Jets. I'm sorry. The Bills couldn't be. Oh, I misspoke.
I had fun.
No, you guys.
Yeah. Hear ye. Hear ye. All right, so yeah, he kind of messed up over that last little statement there and kind of fumbled the bag a little bit. And this was before last night game. Of course, this episode was shot on November the 13th. So when we start looking at everything, of course, Dak Prescott and these type of last 4 games, or not including the 49ers game where he laid an egg. This team is averaging 32.4 points per game. Completion percentage is 71.7. Hey, regardless of whether or not you like the quarterback or not, average is 62 to 63. So if you are at the 71.7, I don't know about you, but, that's a lot away. That's a long way from average. And above average completion percentage will be right at 65 to 66. I don't even think, somebody can help me out, I don't even think that a quarterback ever finished a season, a full complete season, with a completion percentage of 70 to 71. Y'all can help me out with that. I haven't been looking up all of that. But passer rating, which is 110 for right now, is pretty good. Touchdown to interception ratio, that is pretty good since that particular dreadful 49ers game. And then, of course, he's 4th with 282. I think first yards per game is C.J. Stroud. A lot of times, people would do one or two things. If the Cowboys got pretty much good stats, they'd say it's against a horrible team. If the Cowboys' record doesn't reflect and they have good stats, they will say, well, that was because garbage time stats. They continue to move the goalposts. There's people on these networks got big, broad shoulders, right? Nobody got broader shoulders than those people that pick up their goalpost and move it all around. Oh my goodness, they will pick it up and move it here. And then when that happens, they'll pick it up and move it there. And I get it. We are heavy as the crown. We are the Americans team and all of that good stuff. And the craziest thing is every year there's somebody else wanting to be in our seat. There's somebody else that say, well, we are the real Americans team. We want to proclaim that we are the Americans team. And we're saying to them, you can take it. We're not. Look, the good thing about having a nickname, when you real about it, when you have your nickname, there's one rule of the street.
They can come closer than close, yeah. Original they never will be.
Is this right here, ladies and gentlemen? You don't get to make up your own nickname. You don't. Somebody else give you that. In the streets, somebody else give you that honor. Off of your reputation, off of what you do. So if somebody else want to be, oh man, we are the Americans team, well, get it, take it, prove it. It's free 99. Let me hear it. I just want to hear it sing one more time,
They can come closer than close, yeah. Original they never will be.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, over 70% accuracy. Yeah, look at the deep ball. Yes, indeed. It's elite too. Yeah, Dak Prescott, believe it or not, he's one of the better quarterbacks against the blitzes. So when you blitz him, oh, he's eating. And on top of that, his percentage and completion percentage is one of the better placements of the ball, even on a deep pass. I think he's top 4 or top 3 in that situation since he entered the league. And it could be even higher now since that Aaron Rodgers is no longer here and Tom Brady. It could be higher. So that's just what it is. It's just what it is. So when we look back at everything and we say to yourselves, you pick up said quarterbacks, you put them on another team. Yeah. Here's the craziest thing. I'm not banging on the table to say that this kid is elite. I'm not banging on the table to say, hey, give him MVP. I don't give a dog about those accolades. You know, I'm old enough to remember that, hey, when you lift up that Lombardi trophy and you lift up that one, everybody going to realize and remember you. People going to forever remember Brad Johnson. People going to forever remember Trent Dilfer. People going to forever remember Big Ben Roethlisberger. I want y'all to do the comparisons and analysis of when Big Ben, because he did have some elite years, opposed to the 2 Super Bowl years that he won the Super Bowl. And if you ask Ben Roethlisberger, right, would he prefer to have those rings or prefer to have those numbers? Because when Ben was elite and he was throwing the ball all around, he got nothing to show for that. He wasn't elite, ladies and gentlemen, when he won that Super Bowl. And one can argue when you put too much political warfare in that political football, you don't win it then. Russell Wilson the same way. He was averaging, I believe, at the time, 189 yards a game. The year LOB won the Super Bowl. The year they tried to make him high and mighty, they was at the 1. They gave the greatness over to my guy, Tom Brady. All they had to do was put the ball in the belly of Marshawn Lynch.
They can come closer than close, yeah. Original they never will be.
Let's get it. Yes, indeed. All they had to do. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Cowboys, we continue to add pieces and we continue to make this defense better than what it is. Oh, it's going to be right around the corner. But how we can win this year, Dan Quinn, how we can win this year, Dak Prescott not turning the ball over. How we can win this year, a balanced approach, running the ball with both running backs. Oh, and not only just having one wide receiver. When one wide receiver get cold, you have Brandon Cooks. Y'all seen the film analysis just the other day that I put out there. Oh, and when you can't get him going, use Ferguson. A complete team is what I'm painting a picture for. Using every area of the field is what I'm painting a picture for. Once we get inside our own 50, we should already calculate if we don't wet the bed, that's 3 points. That kicker, Brandon Aubrey, oh yeah, he's really good. Play an efficient game and everything else will work its way out. But sometimes people would miss the meat worrying about the potatoes. Speaking of that, let me hurry up and switch over. How long I've been on this ether? Okay, 48 minutes. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let's talk about this. I want to talk about. I hope I get there. Boom. Let's talk about my guy who's going to be out for the season. Since I got him in the title there, Trent. Trending, I meant to say. Some Cowboy fans are blaming 49ers Trent Williams on the potential ending of Leighton Vanderash's career due to this dirty block in the back play. And I think, did Trent get, I know he probably got fined, but did they throw a flag on this play? I can't remember. But I do remember LVE hurting himself and on this play. and it was a very unfortunate play. I think that what the pieces that we do miss from LVE is he was a taller linebacker for us, and he was really good in pass coverages, right? Hook to flat. He sometimes hesitated in coming down through the A gap or B gap, but when y'all pissed him off enough, he would at least go down there and get you a hug here and there. We say football, hey, everybody is one play away from being like Ron Shazier. This is a warfare battle, and I'm not making light of that. I'm not making fun of Ron Shazier being hurt and maimed for the rest of his life. But what I'm saying is that people 9 times out of 10 who never played the sport or who never participated in any sport, they would look at this as, oh, man, football, anybody can get out there. Oklahoma drills changed a lot of people's mind. Oh, it was no flag. The real appreciate you. But I think he was flagged. He had got fined for the play, though. Sometimes you still get fined, although there's no flag on the play. And I'm not fin to label Trent Williams as a dirty player, but he do have some ways that he do some things on, ladies and gentlemen, and that's not up for debate. He does a lot of tricky stuff to get on your mind. He get on a lot of people mind, whether it's wiggling his foot, whether it's, hey, after every play, he gonna jab you inside your gut. He ain't gonna tickle you, but he gonna jab you. He gonna punch you, and he gonna do anything and everything to get you off your game. He's more of he's a dog, y'all. He's one of those guys. FBI, open up! Yes, indeed. So it's one of those things. Tendencies. There you go, Paul. He said dirty tendencies, Yes, indeed. So we hope all is well with LVE. Salute to Mama Vanderash. We met up with her out there at Oxnard. She's a longtime follower of the channel, and she got thick skin. She said, I hear you've been talking about my son, my boy, and I see all of y'all talking about my son and my boy, but he loved this sport, he loved his craft, and he's a real good dude, y'all. And believe it or not, his dad, LVE dad, he looked just like Dan Quinn in real life. He looked just like Dan Quinn. So you might think that you saw Dan Quinn, but that's actually LVE's dad, because they kind of look just alike. Not saying that all of them look alike, but nah, for real. But prayers out for LVE. Even though you guys may have one thought about LVE, but all of the players gravitate to LVE. Parsons gravitate to LVE. Damone gravitates to LVE, and Marquise Bell, who's been having an unbelievable season as an undersized linebacker, gravitates to LVE. Yes, indeed. So he'll bounce back. I think that under cautiousness, he might want to hang him up. I'm not saying a person should give it up, but, necks are real, man. Them necks, man. Neck and back, all of that stuff. And sometimes the grand creator will give you a little signs and wonders. You know what I'm saying? Like signs and, hey, warning signs. Hey, you may not want to do this before, something happened. So, yeah, the moms, man. Yeah, Paul, the moms be watching. Yes, indeed. Shout out to the moms, man, that be watching this, man. Mama Zeke and who else? Randy Gregory. Yeah, Randy Gregory, dad and mom watch the channel about. I'm quite sure they don't watch it anymore. And we said some crazy stuff about Randy Gregory. You think Randy Gregory, big dude, his dad, yeah, Lord, he think Marv got a deep voice, his dad got a real deep voice. And it's weird because Randy Gregory, dad is like Shaq. His mom is real short, so it was weird. But his mom got a little fire to her, too. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let's, let me see. I had some more audio. We don't have to dive into that. It's about approaching the 1 hour mark. I want to be able to get your thoughts on everything. Keep in mind, we will have the final word tonight. So that means in the final word, we will go over this previous game, and then we will look into the Panthers game and I might put out some more film going over some defensive plays. I think I promised some people Rashaan Evans tape, and that's a lot of tape to comb through. I only got a chance to look at some of the defensive plays, so give me some time today to go over some things, and we got some good stuff that's brewing. Oh, my goodness, we got some good stuff that's brewing. Keep in mind, this is a movement. This is a real thing, y'all, and right now, this is just the beginning. So when y'all see more and more me interacting with other stuff outside of the confines of the Cowboys, just know that it's part of the master plan, baby. Just know that. And what I want to do is we're going to take this information that we're gathering together on behalf of the Cowboys, and we're going to magnify it, and we're going to pump it up even more. Studio Law is coming soon. Big deals are coming around the corner, and it's all brought to you by your help and your input. So if you guys can do me a huge favor, you might not even like me, but damn it, you're going to have to respect me, because that's how I'm going to move around here. Hit that like, share this content, and continue to grind with the nation, baby. Come on, baby. We got things going in a good way.
Call my phone.
Hit the phone lines for your boy. Brought to you by Prize Picks. We're in the mix. DC for life, not for short. 657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind. Come on.
Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Keep it super thorough my way on this side. Mobbing with my brothers, there's no question.
There is one other participant in the conference. All participants are muted.
657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind. Let's get it. I got the 214. You're live on the nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You're in the mix. Darius, talk to me.
Before I talk, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
How's my audio?
Oh, man, you loud and clear. Go with it. Shoot for the.
So I wanted to know, what's your elite quarterbacks before I give you mine, because it's very simple.
Elite quarterbacks with the S?
Yep.
I would say, based off of everybody's logic and their theory, I'm only going with Pat Mahomes this year. And Pat Mahomes the only one. He's the only one, according to everything that I've witnessed. He's the only one. He's the only one with the ring. He's the only one that got multiple rings right now. All of the other ones, Tom Brady, he's gone. Peyton Manning, he's gone. I don't foresee anybody else out there that's doing it on a consistent basis over a long term of a career than Pat Mahomes right now at this moment.
Okay, so with that, I guess judgment, I get where you're coming from with that, but I want you to know the consensus of the league of who are the elite quarterbacks. This is not just my opinion. This is me telling you the consensus of what the league feels are the elite quarterbacks.
Who that?
Whether people like it or you don't. Now, because we are on the precipice of a new era of quarterbacks, quarterbacks are young.
Yep.
So because of that fact, ain't nobody gonna have no real hardware until coming up on these next 5 to 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So
until everything die off. It's like the new age is finna come into the picture right now. So help me out. So who are the quarterbacks that got rings right now? Stafford got one. Break down all the quarterbacks got rings right now. Stafford got one.
We're not even talking about the rings right now. We're talking about the consistency of who the league feels like are the elite.
Oh, who the league feels like. Okay, go with that. Go.
So
shoot.
It's Pat Mahomes, number one. Is Joe Burrow next. And then those are the two elite first. That's a whole tier within a system. The tier underneath that, then you have your Josh Allens. And then you have your Justin Herbert. You got Trevor Lawrence. You got Lamar Jackson.
How you gonna do Deshaun Watson like that though?
He's not.
He's 5-1. He's 5-1 as a starter this year. People didn't even look that up. I think he's 5-1. Y'all help me out. I know JT know the numbers. Is he 5-1 as a starter?
I'm talking about the league. The league don't got him in the top 10. They don't. I'm letting you know, Law. I'm letting you know. The league don't really have him as a top 10 quarterback.
It's shame on that. It's shame on him. But keep going.
And then after that, is a whole nother tier. I ain't even gonna go into that.
So after that, then damn, Dak Prescott way down there, huh?
I'm just letting you know what the
well, wait a minute. What hurts that though? I thought he's in that top tier epsilon of quarterbacks.
So they probably gonna have like Hurts, Dak, Kirk Cousins. They probably gonna be around the same like area. They'll probably have them in around the same area. But depending on who you ask, Jalen Hurts will probably be like on the higher echelon, but not really for real yet. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just letting you know those are the elite quarterbacks. Can I go over to the next? Who are the elite teams?
Go ahead. Make it quick.
I'm gonna make it quick. You can start with the teams that are over 500, and then after you do that, you can go over to the teams that got the best records. So for my standards, the teams that matters the most on our schedule, we got to beat the Lions, the Bills, the Dolphins, the Eagles, and the Seattle Seahawks.
Right.
Those are the 5 big games.
Okay.
So
the Dallas Cowboys team in general is that team that's at, like I said with Dak Prescott, he's at the door. And I said this like 2 weeks ago, knocking at the elite door saying, let me in, let me in. So the Cowboys are knocking at the door of the elite teams, right? Because for somehow the Lions leapfrogged everything and got into that qualification as a great team, right? Are the Lions, so we're basing this not off of what they did last year, but what they're doing for this year, right?
Yeah, right now.
Right now. So do you foresee the Lions being better than the Cowboys?
Now I feel
it's
like
tricky at it. Ain't that damn shit tricky? It's tricky at it. Go ahead.
To be honest with you, I feel like we should be able to beat the Lions because we match up well against the Lions. But where our weakness is that if you cause us to have a shootout with you, I don't know if we can duke it out in a shootout. And if our defense though, so our 2 Achilles heels, you force us into a shootout, and if our defense don't show up, if our defense don't play well, we normally don't win well.
I feel you, bro. I feel you, man. All right, man. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. So what I gathered there is basically, it don't matter how much the Bills lose. They will always be in that category as a great team or a good team. Or one can argue with their quarterback, he will always be in that category based off of Darius' assessment as an elite quarterback, right? So the game that Joshua Allen had last night is not his fault. It's maybe, I guess, the running back's fault for fumbling the ball, and it's the receiver's fault for not running the right depths of the route or running the wrong route, not being able to catch the ball, and those interceptions are mirages, right? So it's crazy, man. And to be fair, listening again to this point is always going to be recency biasness, going on, because think about it. I was listening to, and that's a good show, The Nightcap, with Chad Ochocinco and Shay Sharp. I like those shows versus those shows where you listen to the 4-ladder, 3-ladder network. I want to hear real barbershop type of talk, right? Real loose conversations where there's no wee-woo stuff in it. And I don't like the way Shay Sharp bullied Ocho into saying that, no, Joe Burrow's not the number 1 quarterback. Pat Mahomes is because of his resume. But I always look at it like this, too. You pick Joe Burrows up and you put him on the Kansas City Chiefs. You put doggone Pat Mahomes on the Cincinnati. What would that look like? We don't know. But it's always good to play these little exercises or what have you. I got Mike on the other end from the 757. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What up, Law? I'm going to make this real quick. For you. But when we drafted LVE, what was his problem?
Oh, shoot. He had his neck issues, and then he didn't play enough. Like they said that he didn't play enough college games for them to really get a thumb on him, but they love some of his tendencies because they looked at his potentials. They for damn sure was saying that he was going to be the next Brian Urlacher. That made you laugh real good. I'm for real. Hey, man, he's the next Brian Urlacher. I'm for real.
Anybody? I swear to God, man, we be hyping. Sometimes we be hyping each other. My man LVE, I knew for sure. I was just waiting for when he was going to get hurt and when it was going to become a career-ending injury. Because just like you said earlier, the neck and the back is nothing to play with.
Nothing to play with, bro.
That's nothing to play. You could literally die from a neck injury out this month. Like, you know?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm pretty sure the doctor is probably going to sit there and tell him, you know, like just like Any Given Sunday. I think that was the movie.
Yeah.
The dude had the injury.
Yeah.
He'll be like, look, girl, you probably shouldn't be back out there playing at this level. And then LVE, I think he came from like an 8-man football high school team.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, he was very raw. Yeah. And to be fair to LVE, Mike, he had a real good rookie year. Real good rookie year.
He did.
He did. Him and you know what I looked at? That was a real good year for Jalen too. Those boys was like they were flying around doing their thing. They were doing their thing, man.
They broke Deshaun Watson's ribs that year, man. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
They was hitting. But yeah, that's all I wanted to really call in for is LVE and that Trayvon Diggs statement, that tweet that he put out. Boy, I love that.
Ooh,
I love when we ruffle the feathers in the NFL, bro.
Yeah.
Because everybody want to do it to Dallas.
Everybody, man.
You know?
I think we were robbed a little bit. We were robbed, man, you know, of Trayvon Diggs getting hurt. But I wanted to really see Diggs versus Diggs, right? It would have been I said, man, see, the NFL, they supposed to have that game early. They try to be cute and have it on the back end of the schedule. You know, I should have had that week too, man.
You know we would have been.
Yeah, should have had that week too.
The way Josh giving it up right now, oh, man, I can't wait to play the Bills, though. I don't care who at cornerback for us. I'm like, let's play the Bills tomorrow.
Let's play the Bills. Yeah. Flex game. that doggone Josh Allen, man, giving it up like a virgin on prom night, man. He giving it up, man. Appreciate you. Right. Appreciate you, Mike. Appreciate you, man.
How about the Cowboys? I'm good with it.
How about them, man? All right, I know this dude don't hold back no punches. I got MJ on the line from the 206. You in the mix. Talk to your boy.
What up, Law Nation?
Not much,
Law Nation. Hey, elite quarterback.
Who are?
Dak Prescott is on his way, dude. And I'm telling y'all why.
He knocking at that door for real. Let me in.
Well, he's in the door. I'm going to tell y'all Cowboys fans. You ain't got to worry about nothing, no what. And you know why? Because Dak Prescott is playing like 2016, and he's using his legs.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, Cowboy fans, we were trying to make him like Tom Brady. That's like, you know what I'm saying?
Break it down.
And that's not him. Now he's running, using his legs. And I would love, you know, that's why I'm not scared of nobody. Because now the linebackers, like the 49ers, like they're going to be trying to show out number 54. 54, try to do that again if we meet you again, and your butt going to get torched. They're going to torch them, Law. And then the one, and I told Boss Cowboy last night.
Right. Oh, you talked to him.
I'm going to tell y'all, they setting it up. I'm going to tell y'all something right now, Cowboy fans. That running game about to get going because that passing game about to open up. And then they about to bring that boy, Martavis Bryant, 6'4", 4'4", 4'3", got good hands, could torch you too, to put them with all them boys. All them boys gonna eat. Dak Prescott going to average like 300 yards. He about to break around. They'll probably throw for 200 yards every game.
If he do, man. Hey, MJ, if Dak know the formula is Lamb, right? If he can, like even in that doggone Niners game, attack it with Lamb. Even how you open it up. Remember the first series we went dive, of course, running the ball with Tony Pollard. And you know you play ball. You got to always have the tone setter, but if you don't have the tone setter, have the pace setter. And the pace setter is this right here. Spread it out, Throw it all around the field. Get your quarterback comfortable. Get your wide receiver comfortable. And that's the strength of your team. Don't go to the weakness of your team.
Woo! Look, Lord, this is what they're going to try to do. The 49ers going to come with that. They're going to try to play bump and run again, y'all. That's going to be beautiful. They're about to get torched. Because what's going to happen, that big number 6'4" guy going to be over there. That number 3 going to be over there. They're in the middle. Because they only going to use one tight end. That's why they got the big boy. They said, no, we're going to use big boy. Y'all ain't got to worry about Schoonmaker. He's just going to be your blocker. That big boy coming in there, they go down deep, and they can throw that ball down the sideline. He got 38, 40-inch vertical, 6'4", fast as hell.
Yeah.
That's going to put 30, that's going to that's going to open up that running game. Sweep left, sweep right, sweep left, and run 23 up the middle. And then only thing we're going to have, because now we're going to get in a shootout in one of these games because our safety. Eric Quinn still don't know who he want to play at safety.
He got to put Wanye out there, man. Wanye cover every blade of grass a little bit better. And just to flip back over to red zone, you know what? A play that I'm looking at now, the Cowboys, and I should reveal it.
Yeah.
When they go 22 personnel and when they make the substitution of an extra guy in the backfield named Chuma Edoga, and they go 22. I think that play, you show them power, you can finesse it still with the pass, or you can run it. And the Cowboys scored every time they went that 22 set, even, with the Eagles game, they kind of, flag whooped us with the illegal. They got us. And credit to the Eagles. They won. They won that game. They won that game. Hey, we ain't gonna talk about that. But when they see us again, we're gonna use that 22 personnel.
and what he just created to all the Cowboys, I feel something for real, y'all. I got a feel. I never had this feeling. No trying to give y'all the Kool-Aid, Brandon and my boy Darius. Not trying to give y'all the Kool-Aid on this.
Right.
Brandon, I'm going to tell you something. That man that woke up number 4. He's using his legs. That's the key, y'all.
That's the key.
He's using his legs. Because, you can't stand back there because you're going to get sacked sometimes. But if you use your legs, that improvising and somebody's going to be wide open. And they not playing for it. And I'm telling y'all, I cannot wait because I think they'll bring him out against Philadelphia. But Terry Bryant.
They did that what they going to do, bro. That what they going to do. One more point, man. One more point. What else you got?
And one more point, man. I'm so excited because, like you said, Law, the tape you've been showing everybody, this is a new Cowboy offense. Our offense is, I'm going to hate to tell y'all because we ain't got number 7 no more. The Cowboy offense surpassed the defense, y'all. And they about to score 30 to 40 a game. Write it down.
True.
MJ said every game we're going to score over 30 points a game. And we should win every game. And we're going to score 40 on some of them. The Detroit secondary is doo-doo. That's 40 right there.
Break it down. Break it down.
Philly defense is doo-doo. It's 40. And to break it down, how about the Cowboys? Hit them lights for Law. And, hey, way to go, Dak Prescott. I'm proud of him.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Good call from him. He did brought up some good points about that. It's just down the stretch. We just need to just do the same formula. Feed that doggone lamb. That should be a fat lamb. That lamb shouldn't be anorexic at all. That lamb should be good and fat. Feed the lamb. That lamb is starving, man. Got to feed him up. Ain't this right, y'all? All right, so we got the 817, and then we got VIP, and then we have Brandon. So those are the next 3 callers. So I got 817. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Yo. Hello. 817. What area code 817 is? Why do you hung up 817? All right, I got VIP from the 860. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix.
Law is VIP, baby. Law, my thoughts are brought to you by Prize Picks. Please go get your Prize Picks. Get that bag alongside me and Law Twin Maker. Law.
What up?
Law, I'm going to be brief today, Law, because my son got basketball, Law, but I got to say this, Law.
What he play? Guard? Forward?
Oh, no, he's Law, the boy is 14. He is 6 feet tall, Law. So they got him at 4, but eventually he wants to be the shooting guard. But I told him, they're gonna play you as a big because of your height and your stature right now. But don't worry.
Tennis balls, man. Give him tennis balls, bro. Make sure he dribble the tennis ball every day, bro. Left hand, right hand. Left hand, right hand. Yeah.
Right. That's what I got him doing, Law. Also, he's pushing to be a quarterback, Law. He could throw the ball 40 yards, Law, right now.
Okay.
Right now.
Hey. Yeah, that's good, bro. 6 foot, you know. Is he accurate, though? Is he accurate?
That's what I'm working on, Law. That's what we're working on.
We don't want to Jamarcus Russell around this.
Yes.
Work on his accuracy, man. That's all that count, man. You know, is he accurate? He got to be accurate, bro. And I heard
accurate than Josh Allen. I tell you that, Law. All right? How about that?
He'll throw no picks, but go ahead, man. Salute to you. Salute to the little VIP. You know what I'm saying?
But that kind of gives me a segue to where I was going with this, Law. When we talk elite, when you're talking elite, Law, what is the criteria? I want to know, because the narrative, the goalposts, the ideologies, people just move all around the world when it comes to elite.
Yeah.
I'm going to read, Law, I guess I got to go read a new definition. I guess the definition I got of elite is different from everybody else, Law. But I'm going to tell you my definition.
Right.
That means you have to have a ring on your finger, Law.
Okay.
How many quarterbacks playing right now have a ring on their finger, Law?
Name me the quarterbacks that do have a ring. Is it only 2? Matt Stafford.
And other than that, Law, what are we talking about?
Is Nick Foles still in the league? No, Flacco's still in the league somewhere, right? The one got like 4 quarterbacks right now.
Yeah, he's still backing up, sweeping somebody's locker room somewhere. Is he still in the league? But anyway, Law, I say that to say, what is the measuring stick, Law? Did you putting Joe Burrow? When I looked at that top 100 last year, they had Joe Burrow and Josh Allen walking on water. Excuse me, Law, what have they won?
Man, and the craziest thing of it all, they stacked too though. They ain't like they got ain't like they don't got no doggone X, Y, and Z players out there. They stacked them teams good. Yeah.
What are we talking about? Then you get these Slurpees like Brandon and the rest of these clowns that wanna pop shots at my quarterback all year. Yet and still, I don't even watch these 4-letter networks and 3-letter networks, but I know they're not going into these 14 turnovers that this guy has. I know they're not leading. That's not the leading narrative that is pushing the networks today. But best believe, if we're halfway through the season, which my quarterback only had 19 last year and coming off a broken thumb, we're not going to talk about that, Law. Because anybody else, Law, any other quarterback, that's an excuse. Now, we had a broken thumb, Law, so, we can move the goalposts a little bit.
No doubt, man.
Law, it bothers me, Law. It really bothers my feelings because I don't like my quarterback, Law. I don't even love him, Law. I'm in love with my quarterback, Law. I still love my quarterback until the day he retires. I love Tony Romo, even though he only had 3 playoff wins or 2 playoff wins, Law. Look, Law, I'm loyal to mine.
Loyal to the soil, man.
Yeah, Lord. So, Lord, it just kills me that we get these guys on here that want to pop shots at the MVP quarterback on my team. I don't know what team.
He is the MVP of the team. Hey, I appreciate you, man. What else you got before I let you rock, man?
All right, and before I get out of here, Lord, last thing I'm gonna say is I don't want to hear somebody else talk about my lion, and we're gonna have smoke. If you see, this the problem, Lord. None of these dudes are alpha males. So they don't know what it's like to be an alpha male. And you in a room, and you bouncing, and you watching your boys, everybody else in the room getting scraps, and you can't even get a scrap because you bouncing at the door. And that's basically what DQ had him doing last week. But don't get me wrong. I seen him cover linebackers. I seen him filling the lanes. So a lot of the things he was doing last week went unheard and unseen and didn't check that box.
Right.
But the lion does a lot more, and he got the 5 sacks that everybody got. They were because of the Lion.
Hey, man, sometimes you got to be the sacrifice, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro.
You know what it is, Law? I ain't a killer, but don't push me. How about damn Cowboys? Let's go for 6, Law.
Let's go for it, man. All right, so let me expound on his thoughts with the Micah Parsons. The media going to twist it and say, okay, he didn't do anything because he didn't show up on the stat sheet. And the Giants did a well-drawn-out plan to slow down the Lion, right? They said, hey, if we going to lose this game, it ain't going to be because of Parsons getting us, on the ground. It's going to be because of someone else. And that is a creative way. Creative way. Because now that means that here's the thing that most people fail to realize. It takes time for people to figure you out. It takes a lot of film study to understand what you can't do and take that away from you. And the great teams figure out, okay, it doesn't matter what you try to do because we do all of the dictations over here. We're going to force our will upon you. We the top dog over here. So we're going to make you lay down, you see? And that is the mindset of the Cowboys now on the offensive side of the coin. But I'm going to circle back to the defensive thing. The defensive thing is I don't want Micah Parsons to start watching his production go down because he playing off linebacker or because he the sacrificial lion, not the lamb, but he the sacrificial lion now. And teams are sitting there saying, okay, we just trying to stop 11. But if everybody else can do their part, then we can win. Just like when teams figure out Dak Prescott. They really figured him out and said, you know what? We can't play single high safety, man-to-man on this man. Why? He's carving us up. They had to switch their stance on how they play against that brother, and they said we have to, unfortunately, respect his arm. How do you do that? Well, we got to play quarters defense. We got to drop the safeties. We got to play the safety way back in the bleachers and stuff like that because every time we hard-headed and we try to blitz this man, this Cajun Dak is getting at us. This guy's carving us out. So what teams realized and said, okay, we're going to drop 6. We're going to force the Cowboys to do the thing that they are not wanting to do, and that's run the ball. It wasn't until this year, ladies and gentlemen, that we started to say, okay, no matter what you put out there, you can play, you can drop 4. You can play the single high look. You can try to blitz us. We're going to dictate now what we going to do. We're not going to fold to what you're doing because we're going to get you up out of those coverages. And I believe if we can get on page with that more and more and let the defense marry up and do his thing, shoo. Y'all ain't ready for it. I got from the 815 Brandon. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Prize Picks. You in the mix. Talk to me.
Oh, what's up, Lon? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're loud and clear, bro.
So I want to say shout out to VIP. I know he was celebrating Pride Month, and I know he been gone for a minute. So I want to say happy Pride Month to VIP and shout out to him. Back to what I was about to say. Dak is now an elite quarterback. What's funny, Lon? Can I get to my blow?
Hey, bro.
Hey, Law, they law. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. You got to be quick in there.
Come on now, dog.
Come on, man. I'm playing with the real.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Back to what I was about to say. Dak is now an elite quarterback. Dak is now in the MVP conversation. That is what Dak fans want you to believe today. I want to let y'all know a few things. Dak has 3 games of 4 touchdowns, 3 games of 3 touchdowns against the Giants. In total, he has 27 touchdowns against the Giants in the last 14 games. We dominate the Giants. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No shock there. What I am happy about is Mike McCarthy did something that rarely we do. We stumped them out.
We do. We
didn't let up.
You ain't let up at all.
We stumped them out.
Yeah.
We stumped them out, and honestly, Law, I felt kind of bad for them at the end because I'm like, damn, Mike McCarthy ain't even gonna let up. But so I love that. Shout out to LVE, nice career, but bruh, sorry, come be a coach. The defense. I think I agree with MJ on something. We got to figure out what we're doing with the safety. Like, come on, like, look, I know it's a win, and we don't like talking about anything that we should possibly look at, but that safety position, Law, you a tape guy. You don't have to answer it now, but what the tape's showing. Also, I want to get back to that.
Get back to that. That's what you really want to talk about. Come on, man.
No. I want to be fair, Alex. I got to, you say you did big things. I'm just trying to show the crowd we multitask over here.
Come on, man. Get to it, man. Go ahead and talk to me, man.
Okay, so let me get to it. I just want to get to it. Law spent the first 48 minutes of the show talking about nobody but Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
And y'all heard this little monologue. Cowboys fans, we win, and you only thing you want to talk, only thing you mad that we beat a bad team. Okay. I'm gonna say this, Law.
Hey, man. That got your tongue? What happened? Go ahead.
No. I got a few questions.
All right, go ahead.
Dak is now the elite quarterback. Dak is now basically the MVP of the league. We got a great offense. We don't need no weapons. We don't need anything. Is that what? Right as I sit here today, is that what am I assuming about Dak and the Cowboy offense?
Who are the elites? Who are the elites? That's the title of the show. Who are the elites?
That's Law. See you. That's a rabbit hole for somebody else.
Who are the elites? I just need to know.
We talking about Dak Prescott and our Dallas Cowboys. I want to stick to that, Law, because it'll keep the conversation right where it needs to be. Because I know y'all like to go here, there, and everywhere. Is all the excuses gone now? Is all the excuses gone now? That's basically what I'm asking, Law. Is the excuses gone now?
I mean, at this point, there should be none. Yeah. There should be none.
Excuses. No, so that's a no. Is that a no? Is that what you're saying?
It's week to week. We don't know who the official's gonna be. I'm not finna leave the official knockers off the hook, But I would say this though: if we play who can stop us if we play our brand and caliber of football?
That's why I want to give MJ so much credit for saying it. And he said this before he got the phone. This put me in my tracks. If Dak gonna actually run the ball, then I take back everything I said about that.
Okay.
But if he not gonna run the ball and he think what y'all think the MVP of the league, bro, we gonna be what we been. Law, I gotta say this before I go, Law, because I just want to make sure all you Dak fans hear this. We once had on one team, not a couple years added together on one team. We had Amari, we had CD, we had Michael Gallup, we had Noah Brown, we had Sid Wilson, we had Dalton Schultz. We was arguing, man, we're going to have 3 1,000-yard receivers. I want all Dak fans that don't know, ask Law what we did that year.
Oh, man, oh, my God.
How about them Cowboys? Shout out to Law. Shout out to the nation. They can crown you right now, but, bro, wait till that playoff start. We going to crown you then. How about them Cowboys?
All right, man. Yes, indeed. Appreciate you, Brandon. I'm actually gonna let Brandon walk off on that one. Knock off home run. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So I would say this though. This 2023 team will walk circles around what year it was? 2021 team. I think this team will beat 2021's team. Who will win right now? If we were to put that game under assimilations right now. I truly believe that this particular team is a damn near better than that doggone 2021 team. And in that playoff game, yes. Damn, you know what y'all gonna say? They gonna say, well, Law over here complaining about the officials. Yeah, Law, he's a politician, man. He only gonna bring up, Law is gonna bring up those 14 penalties in that particular game against the 49ers, and that's the reason why they lost. He don't want to accept none of this responsibility and accountability with the quarterback or with that particular team. But if you just remove all of that out the way, I think this team is better. Which one y'all think is better, y'all? Shout out to you, J4. Appreciate you in the chat. 2023 team. Who will win, 2023 team or the 2021 team? Yeah. All right. I'm gonna let we gonna lock it.
The conference has been locked.
We got Doc, we got Trey, we got Coach Marv, and we're gonna try to get through this. It's 2:17. I've been live for an hour and 30, so hit my time, my meter right here. 2:10, you in. Doc, you in. It's two of y'all named Doc in here. You got two phones, or there's two different Docs?
Nah, this is Dr. Warren in the Caribbean.
Oh, Caribbean Doc.
Doing,
yeah, man, I'm doing good, man.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing, Law Cowboy fans? Hey, I'm kind of chiming in late, man, just listening to everybody. So I just wanted to say a few things, man. I kind of like, a lot of guys have hit on it. I kind of feel good about where the team is. However, I just wanted to do two things, man. Just stay humble and try to maintain those injuries, which is hard to do, as we know. But I'm listening this morning before I went off to work reading this morning, about 7 this morning, I saw where it said Goodwin was definitely out for sure for the year. And it said that LVE had a slight possibility of coming back. And that was about 7 this morning. I've been with the students, so I haven't been listening to anything. But my point is, so let's say he's out for the season, he's gone.
Yeah.
Do you bring like my thing is, I would still just rush Parsons probably on third downs. Do you keep Parsons in the middle, or do you keep him as an outside linebacker and put Rushing Evans in the middle? I just want to get your perspective on that.
I haven't. Just to be fair, I'm in process of looking at Evans' tape today, so I haven't reviewed all of Evans' tape for to give you that accurate analysis right now. I don't want to wee-woo you. I haven't looked at the Cowboys all 22. I got it, but I haven't looked and reviewed that part of it. But I would say I do agree with let's rush Parsons on third downs.
Cool.
But I do also look at it like this, and I hate to say this, but I think that it was an agenda for Parsons. He looked at it and saw the money. And I'm not saying that the young kid is about the money, but I listened to his last podcast, and he was talking about the coaches and the money. He talked about the money, right? When it's not about the money, you don't bring up money in general. Exactly. I look at Parsons, if he were to stay at that middle linebacker or is a linebacker, he would have been a better version of Fred Warner right around this time.
Yeah, I believe that too. I wholeheartedly believe that too. But the DNs just have to step up if they decide to go that route. Get the Sam Williams in there, man. Get him some more playing time. And the last thing, brother, before I go, I want to mention. So yesterday when I called into the show, I know I mentioned the players the players making money they're going to put in the field. And Coach Marv, he was correct with LVE's contract, and I should have worded it this way. I bet you a dime to a donor. Actually, I bet you I am a doctor of radiology, and I would bet you one of my paychecks that Rasheen Evans is not making more money than LVE. So that's how I should have worded it when I said players that are getting paid are going to play, regardless on who we want to come into the game. That's just business.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes, man. If LVE was able to play or come back, I guarantee he would get right back in that spot because that's the way the business
side of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fair.
Yeah.
Because we know, like some of you guys call in, we know we got the number 30s and the blah, 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 this person. We know they can ball, but the numbers, let me backtrack. We know they can ball, but we know that Stephen Jones, who's running the money part of it, is looking back and saying, man, I'm paying this guy millions of dollars. He's going to be on the field.
Yeah.
You know, he's not. I'm not going to bench a $10 million player to put in number 30. It doesn't work that way.
Yes, indeed.
But, but Coach was definitely right as far as the 2 years on LV's contract.
Yeah, he got two.
I should have worried about the funds. Okay, brother, I appreciate it, man. And Cowboys going to be all right, man.
No doubt,
right,
man.
Mark.
Appreciate you.
Man.
Good call from Doc, man. That's the Caribbean Doc. And, you know, he's right, man. I do look at it like, well, somebody off the whim, if y'all can, look up LVE's last year's stats, right? When Rashaan Evans, and I'm going off the top of my head, if I can remember, I think last year he had like 139 total tackles. 89 or 90 of those tackles were solos. He finished the season with 2 forced fumbles and 2 sacks, right? I don't think that you would ever get that type or that level of production from LVE from the standpoint that he's not a downhill linebacker. He is a guy that in certain games, because we can look back at, he was a solid guy, but he wasn't a backbreaker in a sense. And I'm not trying to say Rashaan Evans is light years ahead of LVE, but as far as quality, and once he get his teeth into this defense, you may see, I'm trying to word it a better way, but you may see better quality overall of play from a mindset or from a temperament from the Cowboys linebackers. That's all I'm going to say off of that. I got Trey. You're live on the Nation, and then we have Coach Marv. Trey from the 901. You're live. Come on, talk to me.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, so what you was just touching on, first and foremost, I just want everybody to just stop for me. Just stop. The Dallas Cowboys is such a finesse and talented team that we do what people expect us to do. Just like they say, you know, we do the Cowboys go for blah, blah, blah. But like I told you at the beginning, like, when we played, after we came back off our bye, we finally figured it out. You understand what I'm saying? And to Brandon's point, hollered about that when we had Amari and all these folks, No. Kelly Moore, for some reason, he didn't want Dak to be a running quarterback. He wanted Dak to be a throwing quarterback for whatever the hell reason.
Yeah.
So Mike McCarthy, that's why he was begging, I want to come to Dallas. I like that. I can do some things with that. Because he knowing. Just like Aaron Rodgers. Use some damn legs. So we didn't do it at the beginning because we had to figure things out like every other damn team in the league.
True.
They had to figure themselves out. Everybody. People acting like the first thing they want to say, oh, that just played the Giants. It's a national football team when you get through talking. Because had we had a loss against the Giants, then we nothing. Dak is slow. This, that, and the third. We beat the Eagles the night that we played them, but the officials took it away. We know that. Everybody know that. But they want to say the Dallas Cowboys, we just crying and all this. Oh, okay. You got to come to Big D and you'll see the difference. Okay, we're going to leave that alone. But my point is this here. They such a finesse team to the point where Dallas Cowboys have figured it out. You got to use your legs in order to use your arms. So now this man is mechanical as hell. He's going to be this Peyton Manning for us this year. Y'all better watch out for Dak Prescott because he done lost his mind. This man wore a black suit to the game. If everybody paid attention, really everybody had on black except for Tony Pollard. He had on some pink or something. But they all wore colors.
They all wore dark.
Well,
let me ask you this though, Trey.
I'm
asking you straight up.
The Cowboys is finna tell these people who they are, dog. We going to the Super Bowl, y'all.
Oh, we going to it?
I'm telling y'all.
Now let me ask you this, Trey. Trey, let me ask you this though, lady. Dak, is he elite?
That baby is above elite.
Woo!
Let me tell you something.
Break it down. Break down. Break
you
them
can
down.
sit here and tell folks, look what Josh Allen did. Like, y'all don't even want to bring up Josh Allen at all because he is a bomber this year. Everybody had a downtime. This year it's them. The Dallas Cowboys is rising up. Everybody laughing at us, talking about Dak and these cowgirls and this, that, and the other. We constantly going up and up and up. We doing what we got to do, and we going to get to where we need to be at when we get ready to play them girls again, and everybody going to see the difference. Oh, but they going to lose against them Chiefs, though. They going to lose because ain't no way Patrick Mahomes and them going to let somebody who they put out the damn game to come in their house and beat them. It's not going to happen, okay? So everybody be ready for their second loss. That's going to be their second loss. I guarantee you. We're going to catch up with them and take the crown back.
Yep.
Because Dak attack, Captain America. Y'all better act some damn about it.
Ooh!
Cowboys,
Y'all
baby.
better
We
hush
gonna do
your
this,
mouth,
y'all.
boy.
We
There
gonna
we
do
go,
it.
baby. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in, Trey. Yes, indeed. Hey. I'm going to have to get her, when she calling, she always say, hey. I'm going to have to cut that up and make that as one of my drops over there. I said this could be a situation whereas all we need for them to slip is one time. And then we will have our NFC East division crown. We just need for them to slip. And if they slip against the Chiefs, if I know Eagles fans, y'all watching, I'm not putting y'all name over here to be talking y'all up without context, right? But what I'm saying here, we just need for y'all to slip. We going to take care of business. We will see y'all December the 10th? We just got to take care of all. I'm not looking beyond the Panthers, but don't y'all slip. Because when that happened, I think that far as strength of schedule and the time frame, that would put us at home field advantage throughout the playoff. Is that correct, ladies and gentlemen? That's in the chat because we win the tiebreaker because we beat the Jets and oops, they lost to the Jets. Is that how that worked? Y'all let me know because I know they got to play the Cardinals still. And on top of that, the two teams that we lost to, y'all haven't played them yet. So the Cardinals may be at full strength by the time the Eagles see them. You know, look, Kyle Murray might do something for us, you know. Let me know. Then again, I just need the, God dog it, I need the 49ers slip one more time. I need to look at the 49ers schedule too. All right, y'all, let Coach Marv in, and then we have JV, and then the other doc in 1992. I got Coach Marv. You're live on the Nation from the 803. Talk to me.
How you doing, man? You just brought up an interesting point. Let me explain that. I wasn't going to talk about what you said about that. In virtually right now, we're 2.5 games, possibly almost 3 games back.
Dang.
The reason why I say that, the first tiebreaker is your opponent inside your division.
Okay.
And then the second tiebreaker is NFC losses.
Okay.
And our losses in NFC, it will help us in games if they lose to Buffalo and Kansas City. But if it comes out to be tied and their losses against AFC teams only, and ours are in the teams, and if our division is the same, they will win out. That's why NFC games, regardless of who you play in the NFC, is very important because that's conference victories.
Okay, now, so that cut worse. The Cards loss cut worse than the Jets lost to them. Okay, I'm glad you broke it down to me, Coach. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Coach. You breaking it down to me, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah, so that's why we got to win our division game. So if they lose the Seattle or something, that one might help out, or something like that. That would help out a great deal. But regardless of the fact, I wanted to say something. A point about when we talk about elite quarterbacks.
All right.
First, I want to say this, and I'm asking you: if Dak Prescott played for any other team and had the career he had, would you say he was elite?
Oh, he'll be lumped into the Herberts, the Allens. Yeah. He'll be one of those elite quarterbacks. Yeah.
If he didn't play the Cowboys, there'll be no doubt that he'll be elite, and it'll be no doubt that he would get all the credit due. Now, second thing.
Right.
When we talk about don't you know that when we talk about when he lost in San Francisco the first time at home?
Right.
But Dak Prescott, which is if we say he's elite to win, but we asking a quarterback to do something no other quarterback in the history has done. No other quarterback in the history has done. A team has had over 14 penalties and over 150 yards in a game, in a playoff game, and won.
Right.
No other team has done that. No Montana, no team has ever done that. No team is ever in a playoff game had a team to run for over 250 yards against them and won a playoff game.
Yeah.
No team in the NFL history, no quarterback, when the other team ran for 250 yards against them, have they won that playoff game. So those two things happened to the Cowboys against the Rams, over 250 yards, and 14 penalties for 150 yards, over 150 yards against San Francisco. Next point.
That's a good point there.
We talk about elite quarterbacks who win Super Bowl. Law, this is a known fact. There's only 36 quarterbacks in the entire NFL history. How many Super Bowls have been? It's what, been my
50? Yeah. Jeez. 36.
But I'm talking about it's only 36 quarterbacks. I'm talking about in the entire history that started a season and won a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So that is not an easy thing to do when you talk about probably thousands of 800, 900, maybe thousands of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Only 36 have won Super Bowls. So if that's the criteria to be elite, then you're going to strike out a whole lot of great players that was not elite, because the reason why I say that is because teams win championships.
Yep. Ooh, hey, break it down, Coach. You can be Coach, because Coach, you lived during that time frame. I didn't get a chance. I just heard about it. Was Terry Bradshaw got what, 4 of them, right?
Got 4 Super Bowls.
They said he wasn't elite. He was just a guy that was on a good team. Is that true? Was he? Well, what kind of passes he was making? Was he? If you had a choice, Terry or Roger, which one you would have picked? Removing all of your biasness, you know.
Roger to come back. I wanted to tell you this though. I went so back. I remember when they said Roger Staubach was a choke artist.
Oh yeah. I remember documentaries on it. Yeah. They said he couldn't win the big games. Yeah. I remember the documentary on that. They said, he's the guy that can't win the big games.
The Roger Staubach. I remember one of the greater quarterbacks that don't get the recognition. But if you look at the Cowboy record books that the quarterbacks are breaking, they're breaking Danny White's record. Danny White went to better passing stats than Roger Staubach by far, and went to 3 NFC championship games in a row, and when the Cowboys won their most games consecutive years, Danny White was the quarterback, but his claim to fame was he could not win the big game. So he doesn't get in the record books. He gets to get talked about because he never won a big game. But if you look at his stats, they were better than Rodgers.
Yeah.
So, but I say this about Parsons. I want to say that I know you got to go. Parsons. And what I saw in the game, they had Parsons in somewhat shallowing Barkley.
Right.
That was a smart move because they wanted to match up with Barkley because they felt that was Barkley. They were going to use Barkley. And on a couple of pass plays, when Barkley went flat, Michael Parsons was there because they wanted to match up their best player with. But I say this to say this. Cowboy fans, this is the only team in the whole history of our teams when we can win by 45 points. And we can pick up a guy, we can point out a guy and say he don't need to start, or we need to switch this guy out. This guy ain't doing enough, because 49 points ain't enough. We need 60, 75 points.
Yo, ooh-wee.
But still, Law. Those stats about quarterbacks, 30, I think it's 36 quarterbacks. It's not 40. 36 quarterbacks.
I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look that up too, bro. Yeah.
You got the two guys. You got guys that won multiple Super Bowls.
So it is a very hard thing to do. And I don't even think it's 60 quarterbacks that ever played that started on the other side of that, because you have some Super Bowl quarterbacks that lost that still played it. So it's a very hard thing to do. But it's a team, the greatest team sport in the history of team sport. And we need to talk about how the team is going to win a championship, because it's going to take every last one of us, all 53, and even the practice squad guys, to get to the Super Bowl. And they cannot rest on one person's shoulder.
Before you go, Coach Marv, did you get a chance to listen to Hanging with the Boys on Big Nate assessment on Michael Parsons saying "free me"? Did you listen to that episode?
No, what did you think? I heard Michael Parsons say something about free me.
Oh my goodness, man! Big Nate, he was joking like the entire episode, but when they got to that point, he snapped into like a dad or a father mode, and he was saying that the elite ones, they figure it out. They don't complain. Even he broke it down like with Michael Irvin, when they started doubling him and he started to have less production. It never was a situation where his coaches can't get me open or coaches can't scheme me open. It's about what I need to do in order to get to that status. And he broke it down.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. See, we crown guys, and I'm not talking bad about Michael Parsons.
No. You said the same thing he said. Yeah.
Crown guys.
Yeah.
But that crown is heavy, and you're going to get attention. You're getting attention for your play. You're getting attention for your podcast. You're getting attention for everything you do because of your popularity. If you're that lion, the lion doesn't go and ask the lioness to help him defend the land or to do so-and-so or find where to go. They have to take it upon themselves of figuring it out and making everybody else better. And the better that everybody else plays collectively, some of the parts, plays will come to him.
Right.
And when they come to him, he has to make it there. But he can't be watching the stat book about what stats he got. He cannot do that because it's about the team. And Brandon Cook, they need to listen to what Brandon Cook is saying. Brandon Cook's philosophy about this whole thing, when he wasn't getting those targets, is about winning championships. And regardless, it's going to come to him. The play is going to come to him eventually. Like Brandon Cook thought. They're going to come to me eventually, long as we winning games and the end result is holding up number 6. And if you hold up number 6, he can get 13 sacks, but they're still making MVP.
Man, a good call, man. Appreciate you, Coach Marv. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
Man, Coach Marv on fire today, y'all. Yeah, I want y'all to go back and listen to that episode. I'm not beating up Parsons, and I don't think Coach was, or Big Nate, I don't think he was, but he was speaking from the aspect of, hey, man, we just got to mature a little bit more. In this game, there's certain moments that you want to say things, but you got to hold them and keep them to yourself and paraphrasing. But y'all check out Hanging with the Boys. I don't know, I forgot which episode it was, but I think it was the first episode this week after the win. I think it had to be Monday. Yeah. It had to be yesterday. Yes. Was it yesterday episode? Because today is Tuesday. Yeah, yesterday's episode. Y'all check out Hanging with the Boys, And he had some fire points, and if I have time, I will cut out that segment and share it with you guys. All right. Let's go with Doc, and then JV, and then 92, man. Y'all the last three. From the 210, you in.
Hello.
What's good, Doc?
Oh, not much. Yeah, well, I just wanted to, I heard you the other night when you was when this guy was talking about how every time somebody beat the Cowboys, they gonna lose the streak. Well, guess what? I've been knowing that for a long time. I've been following that. See, when you play the Dallas Cowboys, that's your Super Bowl.
Right.
You understand? And if they don't win no game for the rest of the year, they happy. And another thing, I don't know if you know this, way back in the day when George Allen was the coach of the Washington Redskins.
All right.
But not only him. There was a stigma about the Cowboys and them dark jerseys. that when they wore them dark jerseys, they lost.
Yeah.
So when teams had the white jerseys on and the Cowboys was coming, they made them switch into their dark jerseys and wore the other jerseys. See, that's another statement they had about the Cowboys. I don't know if you know all that.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing like documentaries on that,
Yeah. Now, one more thing, I'm going to go because, like I said, I've been dealing with these doctors and things.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see, I said, and about the penalties they had the last week, I had a chance to watch some films and go through some of the things and the holding calls and this stuff that these referees did make. Yeah, that was all a part of that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to hold you back, and I'll talk to you later, and I appreciate you.
Anytime, Chief. Hey, I'm still praying for you, man, and hey, keep fighting.
Okay.
And let's be victorious, man, this week. Let's be victorious every week, bro. Appreciate you, Doc.
Okay, then. All right.
Yes, indeed. Good call from him. All right, now I got JV, and then I have the Cowboy 92. But I'm going to say this, though. It's hard, man, when you look back at tape and you look at film. We can look at the line and be like, hey, man, there's only 10. They had 10. We had 10. But it's the calls that they don't call, right? The holding calls, the pushing the backs and things like that the Cowboys don't get. And those are very crucial. And I know we can go line for line on other teams too. But that's why I try to make it less about the penalties and things of that nature. But I'm going to call them out. Y'all can call me X, Y, Z, but I'm going to say what it is, man. Like, come on, man. They flag whooping us when I do the play-by-play. And there are some things that I'm not a full analyst as a commentary guy, right? I'm also a fan. So y'all got to allow me to be fan law sometimes, when we doing these type of things. So don't hold me or hold my feet accountable to that. And keep in mind, it's for entertainment purposes only, right? That's how that goes, too. I got JV from the 901. You're live on The Nation. Talk to me.
Law Nation, what's going on?
Hey, man, all is well. Can't complain, Chief. Talk to me.
Hey, I appreciate you for allowing me on your platform today.
Yeah,
I just want to say, man, just start off, you were cooking with fish grease today, bro.
Hey, man.
You said that pretty fine. Had me hyping everything. I'm up at work after the food and stuff. They were looking at me crazy. So I was like, shoot, you so right. You ain't tell not one single lie.
Yep.
So I want to discuss some things with Dak Prescott, if you didn't mind. But,
No, go ahead with it, man. Is he elite? Who are the elite? I think that was the conversation there. And who are the elite teams? Those were the basic talking points for this particular show today. So go ahead. You here?
Okay. Well, as far as Dak Prescott is concerned, I would say he's right there knocking on the door of being elite. But I say if we want to put everything into reference of it, he did have to struggle with having folks like Jason Garrett and Kellen Moore over there on his offensive side, which are stunning his growth here in the NFL. Unlike some of these other folks that you want to call elite, well, some of these other folks that call your show want to call elite, and I don't think he's given that sort of leniency when it comes to talk about Dak Prescott, and that's I don't think that's fair. I think that's like you said with the other caller earlier. Had Dak Prescott been on any other team, of course they would have been talking about he was elite and all that. Even though I disagree with anybody else trying to call Justin Herbert elite, but that's not even the topic. But I would say mainly because they would have had better personnel and a coaching staff there that would have been there to help and allow Dak Prescott to grow to what he's capable of being, which is an elite quarterback. In my eyes, I don't want to just be jinxing him or stuff like that, because I don't believe in this, but I believe he could be fine, just completely outstanding, And I'm talking about from years and years to come.
No doubt.
Where his name has echo, He'd be like, you remember Dak Prescott? Like, oh yeah, Dak Prescott, Dak Prescott. If you feel what I'm saying. But I mean, some guys, and I don't want to keep on saying that name because I have said that name a few times on the show, but it's like they don't take the whole thing into context when they speak on the accomplishments that Prescott has already had, and especially the things he had to overcome, just to reach those accomplishments. In spite of having the owners here at the Dallas Cowboys, in spite of having the inferior coaching staff, and in spite of having just the worst defense ever in the history of football.
Yeah.
He's still president. He's still succeeding. And things that, as far as running now, we have to be honest. When he got that injury and he came back, it was the owner who said he didn't want him running that ball anymore.
No doubt, man. Hey, JV, man, I appreciate you, man. I thank you so much for calling in, and I do get your sentiments and your statements on that.
Yeah. All right, there. Hey, I appreciate you. Go Cowboys. And
where you heading to, man? Where are you driving? Where you at?
Yeah, I'm driving out. I just got off work. I'm over here heading on to the house.
Oh, heading to the crib. I appreciate you, fam. Yeah. Hey, let me hear you say it, though. Let me hear you say it before you get in.
Hey, how about those Cowboys? Let's wreck shop, like I say.
Yes, indeed. Let's wreck it. Yes, indeed. It's my guy, JV. Translations there, from what I can try to gather there, hey, if certain things were in a certain way with this particular team, you see, we will be in a different light or a different hue of things as relates to the quarterback, coaching staff, and things with more reasonings, balanced approach. We will be looking at this differently. I like the statement that Coach Marv said. If you pick Dak Prescott and put him on the Atlanta Falcons or another team like, let's say for right now, the Saints or someone, and he started his career out there, people would have been looking at Dak differently, right? That's just how I can get it. All right, so I got Cowboy 1992, man, from the 754. You're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me.
What's up, Law? What's up, Law? What's up, Law?
Hey, man, all is well, man. You're the last caller of the hour here, man. Talk to me, man. What's on your heart?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. 27,315-yard pass, 8 years, 183 touchdowns to 71 interceptions. Rating, quarterback rating, 98.4. Okay, and I'm gonna say this year now, 2023 regular season stats, 2,415-yard passes, 17 touchdowns to 16 picks. QBR 72.6, and third in the whole league. Is he elite? Hell yes. Dak is elite, okay? The only problem is because he wear that star. Like what Coach Marv say, if this guy, Dak Prescott, was on any other team in the National Football League, they'll be praising him and they'll be giving him all type of praises, man. But because the scrutiny of the star, that, everybody, they hate us just because they ain't us. This is why it don't matter what quarterback we got. It could have been Chad Hutchinson. It could have been Tony Romo. It could have been Drew Brees or whoever Brees. What I'm saying is Dak Prescott, he is now he's in the upper echelon of elite. They not killing the boy in Buffalo over there. They sitting there praising him and what he done.
Yeah.
He haven't went to a Super Bowl. The only quarterback that's in an extra elite upper room class is the boy Pat Mahomes. He the one got 2 Super Bowl rings. Everybody else, they got to come and try to catch that. Right now, Dak is on his way, and I'm going to say this too.
Right.
2 things.
Okay.
This is one thing right here. Offense, they cracked the code. Feed the 88. Feed the 88.
Feed
you
the
ain't
88.
Gonna go wrong. Feed 88, okay?
Hey, listen to us, yeah.
He's not going to disappoint.
Yeah.
He's not going to disappoint. And then this is the other answer to that. The question of the caller called in about Rashaan Evans. Okay, perfectly timed. Remember, Rashaan Evans came out the same draft that your boy what's the LVE came out of. I was screaming for Rashawn Evans because Rashawn Evans is a physical beast. He's not gonna sit there and cover everybody. He's not that. So if I'm the Cowboys, keep your boy Sam Williams at that DN spot, and the Coleman crack on defense, and keep 11 from heaven, Parsons up the middle, because now you got to figure out, okay, is he going to the right side? Is he blitzing?
Right.
Is he coming? Is he staying put? You don't know. You don't know. That's how the 49ers play their guy. So, damn it, that's the team that's giving us hell. Guess what? We got a player that can do that.
Yep.
Okay? So let's use them like that. And then we got all that means all the other pan rushers got to step up. It ain't just, okay, we run over here. Okay, you see 11 on the left side. Louis. Okay, let's go the opposite way. He on the right side. Roger. Okay, let's go to the left. See, that's what they're doing to us. But you keep them right there in that middle. Make them freaking guess.
Yeah.
Okay? And keep one and take out number one. Take his behind out and put Wanye Thomas in. Forget the politics. Take him out and put Wanye Thomas in, and we're going to have or if you don't want Wanye in, put number 6 in, put Wilson in. He's a thumper. He's a set toner, okay?
Okay.
That's what I'll do. Or put Wanye at the strong, and then we go to Don Defense, get Lewis off the field, and use number 6 some type of way, or 24, Israel McQuarrie. You know, we got the pieces. We got all the pieces we need. All we got to do is have the faith in our pieces and stop playing this politician game and go get this 6. And all I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
Hey, man, how about them Cowboys, man? Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, man. That's my guy right there, y'all. That's my guy, man. Appreciate everybody for calling in.
Goodbye.
Shout out to you, J Form. I see you regulating. Shout out to Lunar. She is a new mod. We got a new mod in the house, man. New mod. New mod. Ask them, are you still them boys? All right, let's read these super chats, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, and let's go. Let's go. We got Brandy. I care about the Super Bowl. The rest is extra. You ain't lying. Shoot. I care about them. Super Bowl. Let's go. Sanjay with the 499 says they need, not they want, but they need to get the running game going against Carolina. If the Cowboys want any playoff success, TP need 25 carries minimum. All right, so I would say I'll counterpoint with that, and I appreciate you for your super chat. I think that they need to utilize both running backs, and if we can get to that sweet number, 20 to 25 carries, then we will win this game too. Also, if we don't take care of business, if we don't handle business versus the Carolina Panthers, I don't care who's coming back over there. JC Horn, Tupac, Biggie, I don't care who they got. If we can't take care of business on the road, going up there to North Carolina, playing against that particular team, I'm going to hush. I'm going to be real hushy. I'm not even going to be giving y'all no more for the rest of the year. No more victory praises or anything like that, because I'll turn into Big Game James. Halloween is over with. I would tell you that if they don't show up against the Carolina Panthers, if they play that little flat football that they be doing, then I'm going to say, Sanjay, I'm really going to be really hot. I'm really going to be really hot, but I'm going to hush. I ain't going to do none of that talking. I ain't going to talk no MVP stuff, no elite stuff. I ain't going to be like, yeah, podcast, Parsons stuff. I'm going to be real, real hot. You know, I'll be real hot. Yes, indeed. They better take care of business against the Panthers. And I'm not saying that you should overlook them, by the way, but this should be a game. Because like they say, we only win good against bad teams. Well, hell, who are the Panthers? What their record is, you know? So you better give me that same thing. Give me that same energy. Jay with the $2 super chat. Every NFL team has a flaw, and he is right. I think we already read Dirty Sanchez. Appreciate you. Elite elevates levels. Yeah, common sense. We read that one earlier. Appreciate you, Common Sense Lab. You're right. No one or team is elite, but the moments that elevate themselves and teammates. Yes, indeed. Reb just put $5 in the super chat. Appreciate you. MJ, appreciate you. Welcome to the Silver Club level 1. Appreciate you, man. Be sure to check out the membership squad. We should have the all 22 either today uploaded there or therein, as well as the Patreon, or it will be sometime this week before Friday, y'all. The Bottom Line Sports, appreciate you, a member for 27 months. Let's go, man. Let's go. Dak using his legs the last 3 games has been a key. Yes, indeed.
Entertained? Are you not entertained?
Last but not least, V with the $5 super chat. We really appreciate you. Super Bowl or bust, as always. DC for life. Go Cowboys. I appreciate you for your super chat, V. Yes, indeed. And V for victory. Yes, indeed. I know that. Your name must be Victoria, huh? Is it Victory? That's your name. I bet you that's your name, V. Let's go, Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening. I thank y'all. I love y'all to the moon and back. If I offended anyone, charge it to my head, not my heart, or charge it to my beard. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. We going to get on up out of here. One love. Be ready for a little bit later on tonight. The final word, and then look for some small tape. I promise you guys, Rashawn. So I'm going to see if I can compile that tape up if I have time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go, Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening. Who are the elites? Who are the great ones? Who are the people that we need to look out for? Do we have them on this team? Are we qualified? Are we eligible? Can we get that going? Because they gave other people elite status and they don't be elite every week. The Josh Allens. I think that also Joe Burrows, he had 2 INTs this past game, right? They lost to a rookie. Shout out to CJ and them, though. They lost to a rookie. So what's your qualifications of an elite team? How come just because the Lions, they're 7-2 right now, and who gave them a crown to be better than us? Did they make it to the playoff last year and win multiple playoff games? Can somebody help me out? What happened to them? Why everybody get a leapfrog us? I said it, yeah. Why do everybody get a chance to leapfrog us? Why nobody look at this team and we got to fear the opposing team and the opposing team don't have to fear us? Why we don't have to be the team that can be dominant? Why the intimidation can't be over here? Why teams don't have to scribble up and be scared about Michael Parsons? Be scared about the dogs that we have over here, and be worried about CeeDee Lamb, and be worried about Brandon Cooks, and be worried about number 4. Why it's the inverse that we have to say now, oh man, it's on the road, coming off of a big win. Can the Cowboys do it again? Why the moments over here that we are subject to of what Shane Gailey did to this team, what Dave Campo did to this team, what Wade Phillips, and I know you, Jay Farm, I know you like my guy, you know what I'm saying, Jason Garrett, but why we're still held subject to those things that happened then? Why all of a sudden here is it that we are the same old Cowboys, the 8-8 boys, right? And who decided that 12-5 is nothing that you can build off of? Those were the last 2 seasons with the Dallas Cowboys, with the Dan Quinn administration, mixed in with Mike McCarthy. Everybody loved to hate on the Cowboys. Everybody loved to dismiss us. Everybody loved to put us down. It's to the degree, it's to the moment that we even got Cowboy fans to agree with the haters, to sully the ones who speak light, to sully the ones and to paint us with a picture of us being delusional. It's equivalent to agreeing with the wolf. And it's equivalent to agree with the devil. To say, yeah, you know what? Hell is not that hot. I can go get me some portable ACs, you know. It's equivalent to say, yeah, you know what? It's not wrong to stab your own teammates in the back. It's not wrong to sell off your own people for rubies, coins, gold. Y'all wish to agree with the ops. How many of y'all agreeing with law? How many of y'all support the nation with the like and sharing this content and willing to get into that low dial and fight with us? How many of y'all are willing to go to war with us? Even if we don't have all of the artillery, even if we don't have nothing but a slingshot, even if we don't have the gun, but we got the machete, even though we may not have every bit of the piece of the equipment, but we know the terrain. We know the area. We know the technical force. How many of y'all are willing to go to war with this? How many of y'all say that y'all DC for life and you really mean it? Dallas Cowboys for life, not for short. How many of you all are already fixing your mind to this if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it? To work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep. And if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, plan for it, to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence. How many of y'all got that confidence? How many of you all are brave enough to say, hey, before the game, let's beat down these Panthers? We may not play the game, but we're going to travel out to the game. We're going to be yelling. We're going to make it a difficult terrain for the doggone Panthers. We're going to, hey, Bryce Young, hey, man, shout out to you and what you did. Roll Tide and all of that, but we finna roll you up like a blunt now, baby. Cigarillos aren't going to have nothing on you. We finna make you wish you didn't think about playing in the National Football League at your height and size, because Parsons finna baptize you in the mighty name of the Sacks. That's what we coming for. And all of y'all team, everybody over there, if you catching the ball, you move, we stick it. We hit it. And we don't have to say pause on that because you're going to already be stopped. Yeah, we coming. We got one of the better quarterbacks in the league. We got one of the better wide receivers in the league right now. Oh, my goodness, we got the best defense in the league right now. Oh, yes, indeed. Y'all just picked the wrong day to play. Oh, my goodness. Y'all picked the wrong day to play with us. Hey, we coming. I don't give a dog of what the 4-letter, 3-letter network has said. They haven't seen us play on today. And we bringing it. We taking this momentum all the way home. Yes, indeed. What they say, baby?
Spartans, prepare for glory.
Yes, indeed. We're going to be a...
They can come closer than close. Yeah. Original, they never will be.
That's been my time, ladies and gentlemen. I done crunk and got hype, ready to put on a helmet behind me myself. DC for life, not for short, baby. One love. Let's go. Mama, I love you. Let's get it. Until next time.
Nobody.
Let's get on up out of here. Gotta go pick up my clothes from the dry cleaner.
They can come closer than close. Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Original, they never will be.
Watch how that beat come in. Hey. Let's get on up out of here. Roll those credits. Yeah. I thought that credit sign wasn't going to come up. Come on, baby. Appreciate you, MJ. Appreciate you to the Bottom Line Sports. Brought to you by Law Nation Sports. Brandy, Sanjay, J. Diz, Dirty, Sanchez, Common Sense, Real, Rebel 95, and V-Thang. V-Thang, baby. Shout out to you, Lord Nova. Woo, 45 months in it. Charge it to the gang.
I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck.
Come on.
Still the same, not switching sides, no, it's about loyalty. You should size up for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to
There's Dak Prescott. Hey, Dak Prescott knocking on the door of Elite. FBI. Dak, open up. Well, wait. Pause. Don't y'all get me for that one. Well, that's Dak at the door.
I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clothes. Yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. I be really in the field. Let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check the song.
Hey, I think we 6 for 6 when I play that song before when we get into the red zone, y'all. So y'all let me know. Get that song ready, Law. We're gonna run it up.
This is where we hold them.
Lately, I just wanna
6 for 6. What if I told you that Law Nation is the reason why the Cowboys haven't been good in the red zone? That's how them TikTok videos be. I be watching TikTok. I turn on every light on in the house, man.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
Yes, indeed. Them TikTok videos be having you. The conspiracy TikTok go hard, though. Y'all need to tune in to TikTok. They be telling you everything. You know how stuff be getting blocked on Facebook and Instagram? TikTok be having it all over there. They don't block them. Until next time, DC for life.
Take a drag of my cigarette. Breathe me out, breathe you in.
Yeah.
Take a bite of my burger, babe. Save a last bite for you. For you. Don't let the street lights hit you. Come on, man. You know it's dangerous to go alone.
It's an evil world we live in.
Don't let the street lights. You must be out your goddamn mind. Could I be your player too?
All I ask.
I'll follow wherever you go, whatever you do. Player too.
Kevin Joseph released by the Miami Dolphins? No way. Shout out to you, Greg Berry. It's a long time to be following me since the 20,000s. Shout out to Justin D. He says, Vach brought you here, to be honest. Salute to Vach Lombardi. One of the best in the business. The street lights hit you. Shout out to Brandon Ross. He says, don't forget to show the playoff records. Come on, man. Boom. Player 2. I follow. But you bring Kelvin Joseph back, knowing that CJ is out for the season. And Kelvin Joseph might play better now, shoot, since you took one off of him.
If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far.
If you've been following this channel before the beard, let me know in the chat. That goes way back. I think I'll do an extra extended outro just to read y'all comments today. I got to pick up the clothes from the cleaners, but I'll still be on time. Got to look fresh this weekend. Oh, we got some things this weekend gonna be good.
Pray for rain, you got to deal with the mud too.
DJ Law all the way, baby. So if you've been here before the beard, then that's mean that you are PBL. Previously, before. No. Let me say. Before, no, so that'll be B. BBL. Before beard law. Before bearded law, BBL. And we ain't talking about the legs. That's dope. BBL. Shout out to Beard Gang though. It makes me look older. If I cut this beard off, I promise you I look like in my early 20s. Face be looking all weird, malnourished. Oh yeah, pre-beard law. Oh, all right, PBL.
Nothing can stop me.
Predate the beard, yeah.
I'm addicted to what you and I realize.
And remember,
Lead the way.
baby beard law, baby. Baby beard law was crunk though. Hallelujah, like nah, not the BBL law. Come on, baby.
So tell you good night.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night.
Hey, we came on a mission and captured or killed. Yes! Here we go! Here we go!
Come on, tell them. Hey, I bet you y'all got a cold glass of wine with this song. Woo! Are you a sweet wine? Or, let me rewind just a little bit more. Are y'all a sweet wine? Or you like the dry wine? What kind of wine connoisseurs we have here? PBL. Final word tonight, Posey. Lisa, my bad, Lisa. I'm gonna send you. Ooh, let me turn my music down. I gotta tell you, Lisa. I got an event this weekend on Friday. Let me know if you're free Friday, Lisa. It's gonna be in your neck of the woods. Let me know if you're free. It's gonna be a nice event. You might have to get your stilettos out for this one. Hope says drink that red Kool-Aid. I got you.
Nobody
does it better.
It's an evil world we live in.
They can come closer than close, yeah.
Come on.
Original, they never will be.
Until next time, y'all. One love and RIP to